Executed, qué bonito, exactamente, just like Bit 18 said, PQ pa Twitter, pa Twitter, claro que sí, díselo. Es más, clipéalo y súbelo tu bocata de pan y me etiquetas.
There are times in which you struggle to find the play of the day, but we may have seen it already. We may have just seen it. We may have just seen the play of the day because that was bonkers. That was absolutely crazy. That was ludicrous. So we're going to head to game 4. We're going to go back to Hollow Bastion, of course. PS2 proving to be better for Kendrick Olimar with a little bit more room, of course. The distribution of the platforms also helping him be under one, because that's really strong as a Smash player. If you're under one platform, you can just do a lot of things better, a lot of things a little bit more safer. And as for now, it looks like MarcPQ is on control of the stage, but the percentages are quite even.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone has the reins just yet. However, we noticed that Kendrick Olimar figured out what he needed to do. Honestly, he was just being very patient. He was just trusting in the process, trusting in his projectiles, and just being ready. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just being ready to punish whatever opportunity he figured out. However, this time around, MarcPQ apparently getting the Hollow Bastion buff. For some reason.
Here's the thing. As Youngling, you want to go to a big stage. But PQ will never go to PS2 against Youngling, I think.
Right, but also Kendrick Olimar wants to fight on your face as well. Like Youngling has good frame data to be really on your face, sometimes even out of shield, you know? So yeah. I agree with you. The fact that Kendrick Olimar was playing better with a little bit of extra distance in between him and his opponent. But at this time around, I think he could still, if he focuses right now, he could still take advantage of those scrappy situations.
Yeah, let's see, because he's one stock behind. PQ is in a relatively healthy percentage if he doesn't get comboed again. And well, here's the thing. As Kendrick Olimar was on the last game, he could manage the distance way better because he had way more to deal with. And right now, PQ is just being a little bit more aggressive, not letting Kendrick Olimar think that much. That could have been it, but PQ escaped the situation barely. Let's see, because another arrow and another arrow, but that doesn't matter if you don't get the kill, but he does with a beautiful drop down there.
Crazy, and just as you predicted, or at least you were expecting, he didn't get much damage, much more damage on that second stock. 65 being somewhat healthy. He just got a little bit of extra 10 on that, and of course every touch of that shield is going to add up to the pressure that right now MarcPQ is exerting on that Youngling. Has to play safely. I'm loving those stairs. They're working so well to keep the distance, the right distance between Youngling and Palutena.
Yeah, I really like how MarcPQ is playing this though. He's just waiting for an opening and just punishing every time he can, just very hard, putting a lot of pressure on the ledge. But so far, so good for Kendrick Olimar. He hasn't been able to find any opening of stage that could have potentially given MarcPQ the stock. But again and again, Kendrick Olimar is just slowly racking up damage, just bringing it out to even again, even though it looked like MarcPQ was on fire.
Now careful here, you have a good opportunity here. He gets it with the hero spin once again. Kendrick Olimar inching closer to what could be a game fight. He needs to be very careful, mindful, and aggressive as well. That's been working out. You have to be on Palutena's face. She has good options to deal with them as well, but if you start suffocating her, she could struggle sometimes.
Yeah, of course, he has beautiful options out of shield. That's going to be Kendrick Olimar's stock. I think he wanted to reverse side B. He didn't find it, and of course, he lost the stock. And let's see if MarcPQ is capable of capitalizing this. 40% already on Kendrick Olimar, and again, the reset of the situation. Let's see if MarcPQ will go for a counter. I was expecting him to go. Beautiful pivot grab by the Spanish player. A little bit of aggression. Kendrick Olimar not being able to escape the ledge, but right now is the time for the Youngling to act.
Yeah, they're just scrapping. They're just fighting back to back, face to face with the pressure that they know that they can exert on their opponents. Right now, Kendrick Olimar gets a good opportunity to start throwing around every single projectile that he has, just launching everything he has in his pockets. MarcPQ taking advantage of those interactions where it's not safe to pull out a weapon and closing the distance quickly to punish with either a back air or sometimes explosive flame to try to make him count for every single time he overextends with the projectiles.
Oh, this is looking very scary for both the players. Of course, Kendrick Olimar doesn't want to lose this game. Beautiful aggression by MarcPQ. The F throw instead of a back throw. I don't think that would have killed, so that's why MarcPQ opted for the F throw. Oh, the downer will steal game 4 in Kendrick Olimar's favor. What an unorthodox action by the British player, securing game 4 and bringing this to game 5, potential reverse 3-0. And we're looking at the last game. This is all or nothing.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Absolutely insane from Kendrick Olimar. You mentioned it. He is bringing it back all the way down from 0 games against the 2 that MarcPQ, the representative from España, managed to get quite commandingly at the beginning of the set. Right now, somebody mentioned it in chat. I'll probably look for it. He might have stepped off the gas, you know? Put the, there you go, backpack TTV. This battle took his foot, off the, his foot off the pedal, off the gas. And you know what? Maybe, but I also think that Kendrick Olimar adapted quite well to the situation, knows where it's safe to just go in as the young Link main, as every young Link main should.
Oh, the downer by MarcPQ. Okay, this is time. This is time for MarcPQ to shine. Of course, he has already a full stock advantage, and he needs for it to capitalize everything. Of course, Kendrick Olimar will retaliate. He has something to say as well, and the pressure he's putting right now, he's putting MarcPQ off stage. The fair catching the jump. MarcPQ comes back to the stage, only 60%. He needs to survive and deal a lot of damage. That's the start. The back air is going to deal a little bit more. And I really like how Kendrick Olimar finished the game 4. He was just waiting for MarcPQ to approach. Of course, they were at a high percentage, both of them. So the good thing about Youngling is you can play with that distance.
Yeah, right now, Kendrick Olimar forcing himself to stay as far away as possible. There are the explosive flames that I told you about earlier, where MarcPQ can actually take advantage of those up smash, taking the stock relatively, or at least I think it was quite early, but okay, I mean, after all, the pressure is done. 50% already. An attempt of a hard read could have been devastating for the young Link, but he manages to survive, or at least expected, so he was able to avoid it just for a little bit longer.
I really like how MarcPQ is putting a lot of pressure, not letting Kendrick Olimar go back to the stage. He has to throw the bomb. The counter is going to be a little bit early. MarcPQ will survive, though. Only 12% on MarcPQ's side. He needs to finish that stock from Kendrick Olimar as soon as possible. If not, this is gonna get in trouble. He needs to secure the stock as soon as possible. MarcPQ needs this.
Yeah, right now, Kendrick has a good opportunity. The young Link is slowly bringing back the deficit in which he found himself at the beginning with the second stage of Rage.
That's gonna be it.
He could have done much more, but again, fallen victim of pulling out a projectile while an explosive flame was aimed right at your face. That allows MarcPQ to take the second stock to bring Kendrick to his last one. And now we see a little bit of zoning, as you should with young Link.
This is interesting because we've always seen these two players be very aggressive at the beginning up till this point. And the first one who took the spot was actually on the lead for a while. And this is the first time we've seen MarcPQ and Kendrick Olimar played a little bit more safe, both of them. But of course, it's not working for MarcPQ, who had a huge lead, and now he has kind of dropped it. Let's see, explosive flame, a little bit of aggression. Let's see, not a downer, not a fair, nothing, but way good patience by Kendrick Olimar, finding the down tilt to upper. This is last stock situation. This is anybody's game.
50% is not a lot. That's something that young Link could perform with one string, and that gets it immediately back to back. Now he is on the lead barely because they are scrapping once again. They're just trading damage. Careful, you're too close to the upper blast zone, and you know that Palutena will send you flying straight to the heavens just as she wants it. Careful, because now we're getting very close to the dangerous numbers, Ras.
Yeah, Kendrick Olimar is almost on triple DC. Let's see, the down tilt, it doesn't connect. Another down tilt to put a little bit more pressure, cutting off some routes by Kendrick Olimar, but Kendrick Olimar jumps and throws an arrow, seeing if he can connect anything. We know that MarcPQ is already at kill percent because an arrow could connect to another one into an Abby, as we saw before. There's the arrow and an arrow, but great take by MarcPQ, just putting a little bit of pressure and forcing Kendrick Olimar to reset the situation.
I'm loving that they're both fighting extremely aggressively despite the projectiles. Careful there, another explosive flame as he retreats. Now watch out, this is a very uncomfortable situation for the young Link. The bomb connects, the downer doesn't, and the backer will take that stock. This is MarcPQ, el representante de España, who takes this set in a very close situation where he had the lead 2 games ahead, but Kendrick Olimar slowly brought it back just to bring us the last stock, last hit situation.
What a way to start a commentary vlog, my amigo Serg. What a way of canceling that 3-0 comeback that Kendrick Olimar was cooking. MarcPQ played this amazingly, even though we saw a little bit of spaghetti by both players.